I first got into fishing a long time ago when my dad took me the first few times, and I think it's maybe not. I didn't really learn to fish the normal way, what you'd call normal, with a Snoopy pole and a bobber. My first experiences fishing were fly fishing with my dad on the stream close to my house called Black Earth Creek. It's highly regarded as a trout stream, not only in the state of Wisconsin but in the country. And my dad used to take me there at night. We'd go night fishing when these big, huge mayflies would hatch out of the stream, and then the fish would eat them. And we caught a lot of trout back then, and that's really what got me excited about fishing. Most people who know me know that my favorite type of fishing is fly fishing. And I think a lot of people kind of make the false assumption that fly fishing is only for trout fishing in rivers and streams. Fly fishing is a huge growing sport. It used to be traditionally that that fly fishing was kind of confined to trout and aquatic insects that imitate the foods that trout eat. That's changing. There's a whole new generation of kind of new wave fly fishermen. People who are blue collar, people who don't necessarily have a lot of money, who don't spend a lot of money on their gear, who don't travel to these far off destinations to go fly fishing, but people who fish all the warm water species right in their backyard. And I kind of am becoming that myself. My favorite fish to catch is probably, that's a tough call. I really like brook trout. They fight hard. They're not picky. And they're beautiful, really colorful fish. I'm starting to really like smallmouth bass, and I'm starting to really like northern pike for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can catch them on the fly rod. Number two, once you hook them, they go crazy, and that makes it so much fun. My favorite area to fish is where I grew up in southwest Wisconsin. It's a beautiful area over there. No, I take that back. There's no fish in southwest Wisconsin, so no one ever go there. No, one of the reasons I love it so much is because people don't go there a lot. It's not a heavily fished area. There are some towns over there where if you are in the middle of town, if you would drive for an hour anyway, and you would find streams that were spring fed and open all winter long, like they didn't freeze over, then you can guarantee that there are trout in there. So it's a great area. It's lots of fish, lots of different streams and rivers that people can fish and kind of get away from the crowds. Beautiful country. You can hunt for morel mushrooms in the spring. If the fishing's not good, you can hear turkeys gobbling. In the fall, late summer and fall, you see a lot of white-tailed deer. It's just a beautiful place to kind of relax and spend some time in nature without the hustle and bustle of the city crowds. The biggest fish I ever caught was a 43-inch, 26-pound northern pike in northwest Manitoba. I've learned a lot from fishing. I think the cliche things, like I've learned some lessons that you could kind of, I'd say, compare kind of back to life or bigger, more important stuff. Like I've learned the importance of like doing your preparation, doing some research, finding out where are the best places to fish and why, not giving up. When you start, especially fly fishing, there's different skills involved, and if you give up easily, you're never going to learn. You have to fail a lot, and you have to mess up a lot in order to learn how to do it correctly. So I've learned that. I've also learned a lot about the natural world that I never would have known had I not gotten interested in fly fishing and tying flies, making artificials that imitate real animals, real insect species and stuff like that. It's been a very interesting learning experience for me, finding out different, just all the different color schemes and all that kind of stuff. But really, when it comes down to it, the reason that I fish, I guess what I've learned from fishing is it's always been a family thing for me. It's always been a thing that gets my my brothers, my dad, and myself together, and it's those times that I look on very fondly, and I value and hope to continue to share for a long time with family and friends.